It's Happy Hour again from Uptown New Orleans. Hello, I'm Grant Morris. Happy Hour is part of the family of shows on the podcast network. It's neworleans.com. When you walk into a bar in New Orleans and you pull up a bar stool, you never know who's going to be sitting on either side of you. What you do know is no matter what they look like, what they're wearing, whether they just got out of a limousine or just got out of jail, they're going to be happy to talk to you because that's New Orleans and this is Happy Hour, a cocktail-fueled 60 minutes of random conversation with folks who have nothing in common, other than we're all New Orleanians in a bar. Today, we're at Wayfair on Freret Street. Wayfair is not just a bar, it's also a restaurant where they have, well, no, it's not fine dining, is it, Megan? No. Uh-oh.
Oh, no, it's not.
It's not fine dining. It's good
though.
It's
really,
fine
really
dining.
good.
It's
Yeah,
fine
it's
food.
fine dining.
That fine dining we
But
regard
it's
as
not white
something with
tablecloth,
white tablecloths. This
with
is
the guy
white
with the
tables.
crummer, whatever they're called.
This is white tables.
Yeah.
But it's painted white tables. They
Yeah.
do have awesome food here. They have half-price food here.
Yeah.
Between 3 and 6 every day, you can get half-price starters and bar fare, and you can get half-price drinks as well. Nick Napolitano, what are you drinking here?
I'm drinking a Southern Draw by Great Raft. It's pretty good beer.
Very nice. Nick Napolitano is with us. He's a comedian, an improv comedian.
Yeah, over the New Movement.
At the New Movement Theatre. So we'll see
2706
if we can
St. Claude.
improvise something funny to say during the course of the next
I will do my best.
60 minutes. And Megan Braden Perry has been on our show before. Quite a few years ago, I think that was now. In fact, how old is your baby?
He is 2.
He's 2 years old.
Yeah.
Because the last time you were on here, well, you weren't actually on here. Megan called me from hospital bed and said, I'm sorry, I'm supposed to be on your show today, but I'm having a baby.
Yeah.
And I said, when are you having it? Like, assuming sometime in the next month or something. She said, today, now.
In a few minutes.
Yeah, in a few minutes. You're in bed giving birth to a child.
So then you put it on speaker and recorded that for the show,
Now,
right?
did we do that,
Woo, it was
actually?
lit. No,
but
we
that's what I
didn't. We
call
should
it.
have,
How
though.
thoughtful is that, though, right?
It's real thoughtful.
That's a very thoughtful person to say, I'm about to... How dilated were you? Do you remember?
It took a while.
It
I just
did?
remember they kept having to check me, and I was like, what are you doing with your hands?
Well, what are they doing? How do they check that,
They
actually?
put their hands up in there.
Do they have, like, a ruler?
No, they put their
Or-
hands up in there.
Stick
And
your
they're
hands...
like, oh.
They
I
stick
think
your
as
hands...
doctors, you're trained to figure out the distance with your hands,
Yeah.
Are you?
They put their
Probably
hands up there.
But they put their hands up to say, but there's a child's head is on the way down there.
Yeah, they'll be like, oh.
I thought they would have, but don't they say you've got to be so many centimeters dilated? So what are we talking about? What's dilated? Your vagina?
Yeah.
Vagina doesn't
The-
dilate.
The cervix.
Cervix, is
Yeah.
it? So they're just doing it by finger, by feel.
Yeah, they're just like, oh.
That feels
you're
like 2
about
centimeters.
XYZ, yeah.
Oh, I thought they
Awful.
would have some sort of an instrument for that.
Nah.
Apparently
Okay.
not. It's all eyesight and handsight.
And how old is your baby now?
He's 2.
So his name's Franklin. I know that
Yeah.
much. I see him. He's very popular on Facebook.
Yeah, he's fun. So what does he like to do? He likes to eat. He loves to eat, actually. I'll go to pick him up from daycare, and all the other kids are playing with, little stuffed dogs or books or something, and he has the fake jug of milk. And he'll say, milk, num num, eggs, num num. And I think he gets that from me because I love food so much.
Where did you get the word num num from?
I don't
Yum,
know.
yum?
Maybe from me.
That was
Yeah.
from you. You say num num to him?
I think he might hear me. I talk when I eat a lot. Num num, yum yum,
That's pretty cute.
I also say num num and yum yum when I eat.
You
so,
should.
Do
You
you?
should.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
food's num num and yum yum.
Yeah, it is. Berries, num num.
Is num num for meat and yum yum for milk, or is there?
He just num
It's not
num
kosher.
for all of it.
I
Yeah.
think it's
Num
a
num.
feeling, right?
Yeah. He'll look at a picture in a book. I went to the library to get books for him to, read, and one of the books is about, it's in Spanish and in English, and so, it'll say strawberries, fresas, whatever, and he'll look at it and he'll just go berries, num num, just loud. And I got him a bunch of other books to read, ones in French and all these different things, but he picks up that Spanish book with the fruit and the veggies. Loves it.
So we try and teach him 3 languages at once just to confuse him?
Yeah, like a good mom.
Yeah. Does it work? I mean, they say that you're supposed to learn
No
languages
say.
when you're young. And
That's what they say.
do you speak French or Spanish?
No, I don't. I mean, if I drink enough,
Yeah.
a lot of Spanish will come out, but it's probably not very perfect.
But you speak enough Spanish somewhere locked away in your brain that all it takes is a few drinks to get it out.
Yeah.
Well, couldn't
And
you
I
get
don't-
that
I don't
out by
speak-
other methods?
No.
Hypnosis?
Maybe, yeah.
Sometimes only one key works for one door,
You know what?
You
You're
think?
right.
That's right.
Really?
Yeah, Nick is right.
Do you speak Spanish, Nick?
I do not.
See, that's what we need. We need a Spanish speaker here
Two.
to see if you can then just, Grayson, do you speak Spanish?
Necesitamos.
Grayson does speak Spanish.
We need it.
Come over here and sit down. All right.
Hey.
This is Grayson Jernigan, who normally does our Facebook live feed. What is going on with the
Hola.
Facebook?
Asher
guys-
forgot the iRig today, so he had to go back and grab it.
Oh,
for a
I
second.
see. Okay, so this is not live on Facebook right now.
Not right now.
So
it
Asher
will be.
just fucked it up and forgot the stuff.
A little bit. Yes.
Wow. Okay. Should we mention that to him when he gets back, or
I think he knows.
knock it
I
off?
think he-
Knock it off his pay. That's pretty funny. So we have this fancy equipment with nothing to put in it. Okay, so Grayson, why do you speak Spanish?
I actually lived in Colombia for 7 months.
Well, that's interesting because Colombia is in the news right now.
Yeah.
They had a peace treaty after end their 50-year war, and then they had a referendum to see if everyone would agree with it, and they didn't.
Yeah, it's been
So-
a big issue. My Facebook recently has been blowing up with all of that.
So they're as stupid as the British with their Brexit, and now Colombians decide they don't want a peace treaty.
Yeah. It was
Crazy.
it was crazy. A lot of people are really upset, and
Well,
the
can you
whole
explain it?
kind of
In Spanish?
in Spanish. Wow.
Ah.
Okay, that would be great. Let's hear it.
In Spanish, I can explain it in English first, and then we can try to go back retroactively.
I'd rather do it
and
the other way
translate.
around. Do it in Spanish first, and then you could translate.
All right, so
Man, nothing like being on the spot.
yeah, there's
I can do it totally.
no, I can't.
What's the word for, help him out, what's the word for strawberries?
Fresas.
Start off.
Oh, okay,
Start
so
off with strawberries.
Fresas. F-A-R-C. FARC is the kind of organization that they were fighting with.
Ah,
There's a big, it's a whole
starts with F, same
F,
thing.
Fresa.
Fresa. So what,
Similar.
well, okay, let's start with that. Here's somebody from the vets, right? It is.
Oh, wow.
Look, they're here.
They're here.
How exciting. Okay, we're going to have to kick you out of here now, Grayson. That was,
This was,
well,
it was
first
fun.
of all, tell us. Come, you want to go to the bathroom first? Okay, that's
All
fine.
right, cool. So I'm still.
Okay, by the time you get back, we'll have had the whole thing of the Colombian peace treaty sorted out, and we'll have a spare seat for you. Okay, cool. This is great news. This is Rachel from the vets.
She's one of the musicians.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Oh,
She
those
is-
rock and rollers.
So that's cool. Nice, right? This is awesome. This is going to work out. Okay, so first of all, explain to us, Jason, in 1 minute now, you have to do it in English. Why did they vote against this peace treaty in Colombia, according to your friends in Colombia?
The main reason they voted against it, there's a bunch of different reasons. People just feel like they were so hurt by all of it. Like the war was so long. I don't really know. Everybody on Facebook seems to have not supported the vote against it. Everybody was very pro it happening.
Not
But-
supported the vote against it? What does that mean? Two negatives? That means
Two
everybody,
negatives.
all your friends were in favor of it.
Yeah, they were all in favor
Okay.
of the bill passing.
But it didn't pass, so everyone, a plurality of people in Colombia have got other ideas. And
Yep.
we don't know what the other ideas are, though.
Yeah,
That's a great report, Jason. Thank you very much. I mean, Grayson. Jason. Grayson, thank you very much. Very, very useful. Well, what I want you to do,
Anytime.
what the plan was that you're going to speak Spanish to Megan and see if she could speak Spanish back to you.
You want to try it? We got a minute before she gets
Yeah,
back.
she has had 2
Sí.
drinks now in 10 minutes. So
See.
Hola, ¿cómo estás, Megan?
Está bien. ¿Y tú?
Bien, bien. ¿De dónde eres?
Oh, soy de Nueva Orleans.
Oh, sí.
¿Y tú?
Los Angeles.
Sí.
Sí.
That is actually Spanish.
Eres un
Los Angeles, we know that one, Nick.
Angelo.
right?
Yeah, that's right.
Angelo.
¿Qué?
Eres un angelo, sí, ¿verdad?
Angelino.
Angelino,
Sí.
Sí,
¿Qué
lo siento.
más? ¿Qué más? ¿De dónde estudias?
Estoy un estudiante a la Universidad Dillard.
Qué bueno.
Okay, that's
Sí.
good. Thank you, Grayson Jernigan. Very nice.
Hi.
We're going to vacate that seat, and now here's Rachel from the vets. Perfect timing, Rachel. Come on in. Very nice. It's like cricket. You ever seen cricket on television? That's what the applause
this
looks
is
like.
good.
Rachel, how you doing? I'm Grant. This is Nick, and this is Megan.
Hola.
Oh, that's
Whoa.
tricky. I know.
Oh, wait, no, here we go.
There you go.
Okay,
That's
it's
it.
flipped around.
Okay. Now, how do you sound? Try talking to that microphone. We'll do a
Check.
quick mic check.
1, 2.
Okay, you got to talk into this
How's
bit here.
everybody doing today?
We're doing pretty good. So
Está
why
bien.
are you late?
Oh my gosh. People wouldn't stop talking.
Well, that's what we
But
specialize
not
in.
you. But not you.
Would you like a drink as well? Grayson can
I-
get you a drink for free. It's totally free.
I'll take some water.
Girl.
That's a good start. What about a cocktail or a beer?
I think I'm okay at the moment.
All
but
right.
Thank you. Yeah.
No, you're welcome. It's happy hour, so it's they make great drinks here and they're free. So
We're supposed to be happy.
yeah,
That's right.
so okay. So you have to get right on the
Okay.
mic. That's it.
I'll-
Beautiful. Now, what were you doing that made you late exactly?
Well, I also do real estate. So I was actually showing. I had a 3:20
Right.
appointment, and these people would just not stop talking.
And you showed up dressed like this in this outfit?
Well, it's a long story.
Okay. Was that a yes or no though? You weird.
Yes, I was in this outfit.
Okay,
I
now that's
wasn't-
more like it, right? That's the kind of realtor you're looking for, like rock and roll looking babe. And what are you wearing? Like short shorts and
in a
and a
t-shirt.
shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually meant to not even wear this here. I like, when I do something to promote the vets, I usually like to, get dolled up a little bit, but I really didn't have a chance, and this is what you get today: t-shirt,
Well, no,
shorts.
are you complaining about that, Nick?
Nope. I'm just.
Megan?
You look
That's
very
a good
pretty.
look, right?
I like
yeah,
it.
I think it's a good
Well,
look.
thank you. I
I
did
think-
my makeup in the car.
Me too.
Okay.
Oh,
Hey.
I gotta say, I think comfort is key. You know.
yeah, yeah.
You're driving while you're doing your own makeup? And you too, Megan?
No, I was parked.
Only my
Ah,
mascara. But I look on the road while I'm doing it. I get in position and then I'm watching the road, but I
Geez, that
feather
sounds
up.
worse than texting.
Yeah, I feather up.
Feather up. Is that more dangerous than texting, in your opinion?
Safer, way safer.
Way safer than texting.
Women have been putting their makeup on in the car.
That's true.
For
Decades.
hundreds of years.
Right.
Millennia.
So you're the singer and the front person for this band called The Vets.
Yes.
And everybody in the band is brothers and sisters, is a family.
Yes, 4 of us are biological siblings, and she thinks it's adorable.
Megan's going to burst into
And-
tears. Only 2 drinks later.
And
She's already spoken Spanish. You know she's going to be crying over.
and our
band.
our fifth member has actually been he's like an adopted brother, so we consider us a family band all the way for sure.
Did you legally adopt him so it's official?
Well, he's all of his siblings from his own family, they're all adopted by his
wow.
parents. So he's in real life he is adopted,
Oh, wow.
but not by us. But we would.
This is
we
real
would.
life, by the way,
Yeah.
in case you're wondering.
Well, no.
So he comes from a family of adopted. How many kids in his family?
I think 4.
Wow.
4, and they've done foster, so that's why I had to count for a second.
What an interesting family.
Yeah, they're great people.
And do they all get along?
I think so.
See, what are the chances of 4 complete strangers growing up together in a house and all ending up?
That's like a sitcom.
Most
This
of
could
their
be
kids.
your
song.
next project.
Yeah. You make the song. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Okay.
That could be a good title. I'm excited.
Well, most of their kids were brought in and like babies adopted, so
Right.
they were brought up mostly as
Yeah, but that would
that's all
be
they knew.
But still, there's got to be some effect of your genes on your development.
Yeah, but
Have you met the rest of his
I
brothers and
have.
sisters?
We they were in Omaha. Now they're in Phoenix, Arizona. So they got out of the cold, and now they're happy in the warmth.
Geez,
over
there's
there.
some pretty great people out there in the world who you unfortunately don't get to meet very often. But
Yeah. So I've
adopt
met.
4 kids. Imagine that. How many kids have you adopted, Nick?
0.
0. Megan's had one of her own for real. Have you got kids, Rachel?
No,
No. It's not
No.
too late.
never too
You
late.
could adopt a few right now.
It's never too
Are
late.
you thinking about having kids?
Maybe one day.
Are you in a
I'm-
relationship with anybody who would
Yeah.
agree with that? Okay.
Yeah, but I'm not in a rush, or I'm having a good time right now as far as like with my career, and we're
The
just
real estate career or the
re-
music career?
Don't
music's
do
always
it.
first.
Don't do it. Okay, Megan,
She's-
this is a terrible thing to tell somebody. Well, she's a 2-year-old.
I have nephews, so all of my brothers, they have kids now, and I've got 4 nephews now. One, they just had one a couple months ago, and a niece. So I've got 5.
That's a lot right there.
Nephews
so
and
these
niece,
are
yeah.
these are all the members of your band who have had kids. So you're the last member of the band not to have kids.
Right. I'm the
Pressure's
baby
on you.
anyway.
Okay.
No pressure. No.
No.
I don't.
Well, I guess your parents have got all these grandchildren. No one's going to put pressure on you to have more.
I'm not really one to succumb to, societal pressures like that anyway. So I've always kind of just done my own thing, and
Right.
you get what you get. So
Okay, but Megan, who's texting you,
My best friend.
and what does he or she say?
There's this fellow that I want her to date. And she didn't know that she should date him until today. I said, go, you slide in his DM and you talk to him. But he's kind of famous. And
now
so,
we're getting somewhere.
kind of famous.
And I'm
Hold
like,
on. Did you
So-so.
introduce your friend by saying, I have a fellow I want you to meet
no,
to
well,
date?
well, kind of. Well, no. So she said, oh, look who I ran into. And I said,
The
you should
famous
date
guy.
him. Yeah.
How do you run into famous people?
Well, because she's in New York. He's in New York. And
Oh, well,
she's,
that explains it.
yeah,
Everyone's
right?
famous
Yeah.
in New
but,
York.
but they're both from New Orleans. And she was like, look who I ran into. Hee, hee, hee. And I said, no, FCC. I said, bitch, you need to date him.
Okay.
And she was like, oh my God, really? And I said, bitch,
Is he
yes.
single?
I hope so. But
Well,
girlfriends
he's
are
famous.
obstacles
We can
easily
Google him right now.
overcome.
What's his name?
No.
Oh, come on, Megan.
I'm
Do we
ready.
have to buy you
I'm
another
ready.
drink?
Okay.
I have
Three.
to. A few.
You can have another drink if you like.
Jonathan Baptiste.
Jonathan Baptiste, he is famous. He's a musician.
Exactly. And so I'm not going to say my best friend's name to let it ruin everything. But so, yes, I want her to date him because he's cute and he's from here. She's from here.
And
She's cute.
Isn't he also super famous? Isn't he like the
Yeah, he's
Isn't he
the
what?
late show
the late
now.
one of those shows on TV?
one of the late
He's
guys.
the leader
Yeah, one
of
of the late
band.
guys. Yeah.
Which show
He's
is
a
it?
late guy.
Is it?
It is the late.
Colbert.
It was
I
on
think it's Colbert.
Colbert. So he's the leader of the band on the Colbert Show. That's a big deal.
It's
She definitely should date him because I'm sure
Yeah.
he's like totally available, right? Because
Yeah.
no other women would be interested in that guy.
No.
But she's really pretty. My best friend's a model. She's really, really pretty and wonderful.
My best friend's a model is the kind of sentence we've been waiting
He
for.
might like a
around here.
model.
Yeah, I think so. I'm trying to look and see
What does that mean? My
what
best
does
friend's a
she
model.
say?
What does she model for?
Well, the late show, yeah. She used to work for South Pole and work for them and model for them and do stuff for them. But she's done Fashion Week, New York Fashion Week, Miami Fashion Week, and she just did a Target commercial.
Okay, that's
and
serious.
Pantene, and she's very beautiful.
So
We might approve.
Yeah.
We may
if you
approve.
start getting national commercials, then you start making a bit of money, and then you're
Yeah.
in the league where you could date the guy who's the leader of the band of the
Yeah,
Tonight Show,
and so,
whatever the hell it's
can I
called.
tell you guys the juice?
Yeah.
Ooh, juice
Okay.
time.
So when she saw him, he was at some coffee shop doing, I guess, a spot for the show. And so he sees her and he pulls her out of line and is like, hey, hugging her and stuff.
So they know each other.
yeah.
Okay.
So they know it because they both went to school here.
So they both go to Noka or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now we might be getting somewhere.
Connecting
Yeah.
those dots.
Yes, and she lives in New York.
Exactly. And so
Okay.
I think they need to get together.
Meant to be.
Totally.
Exactly.
Do you know him as well, Jonathan?
No. I don't.
This is an
We
exciting
played a
story.
show with his family right before they announced that. I think they had just announced it that he was going to be in the Baptiste family. We played a show with them, the Vets, and he told us
Mm-hmm. The
about his
Vet
nephew.
family and the Batiste
All the
family.
Baptistes are so talented.
Oh,
just like
there's
the
like
Bouttes.
there's like
Talented.
50 of them.
All of them.
It's like they bring up like a
Well, hey,
you
so
know.
is the Vet family.
Yeah, hey.
That's right.
Vets,
Well,
Andrews, Baptiste, Bouttes, all y'all.
Neville's.
Neville's.
But that's their real names. Vet is not your real name, I assume, is it? No.
It could be. And
Well, I know it could be,
Ooh,
but
some secrets
but
of the
it's
trade,
not.
you know?
Why did you call yourselves
Oh,
Vets?
Ms.
Why aren't you called the
McDonald.
Jacksons or something? What is your real
well, the
name?
Jacksons was taken. My real name is Rachel.
I know that's right, but what's your family name? Well, don't you say that?
I mean,
You
it's
keep
out
it-
there. If you Google it, you'll find it.
Don't
yeah.
make me get it on my
Megan.
Google
Megan is a
machine.
journalist and extremely resourceful, investigative journalist as well. So she'll
Ooh.
find out and very quickly
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. I had a
what's
few
going
drinks.
on. Okay, we've got two things to cover. We have to get on to what you did after you graduated with a history degree, which is how we started out about 20
Oh,
minutes ago.
yeah.
And then we
I
have to
forgot about
find
that
out
20
from
minutes ago.
Megan. We have to find out. We have to find out why, Rachel, you shouldn't have a baby. That's what I'm dying to find that out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we're
First of all,
circling
let
back
me
to
just
that.
tell you quickly. Yes, we have to find out those two things. First of all, let me tell you quickly about these people who make today's show possible. Thank you to Basics Swim and Gym, where you can get a full range of fashion swimsuits, workout, and yoga clothes with style. Do you do yoga, Rachel?
Sometimes.
What times? Like early or late?
I
Midnight.
haven't in like a good few months, but
You
I do
haven't?
like it, and
Well, do you have an outfit?
I don't.
Oh, well, this is where you can go get it. You can get it at Basics Swim and Gym. You can also get a bikini,
Wow.
a one-piece. How about that for an idea? Would you like a one-piece, Megan?
I'd like a bikini. I
A
done lost all
bikini?
this baby weight, baby.
Okay. Well, I can hook you up with a bikini over here too at
Yeah,
Basics
yeah.
Swim and Gym. You can also get a cover-up, which, let's face it, Nick, you haven't got one, right?
I don't have one.
No.
I'll get one. but
Yeah, I
don't
can
have
get you one over there too. You can get a cover-up. In fact, everything you need for beach and poolside is at Basics Swim and Gym. It's right across the street from the lingerie store, Basics underneath. Another good idea, Megan, for you. I see. You like lingerie, right?
Yeah.
What are you wearing currently? Any lingerie?
Well, just some regular stuff. But
Well, that's still lingerie, isn't it?
I mean,
Or isn't it?
It is.
yeah,
Yeah.
technically, yeah.
I mean,
know.
underwear is considered.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
true.
So
Well,
the boxers I'm wearing are lingerie? Is that what we're saying?
Probably so.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
What
Lingerie
kind?
game,
You
nice.
you got your
Fruit of
lingerie
the
on.
Loom, just standard stuff.
Fruit of the Loom lingerie.
Yeah.
Anyway, the whole thing's on Magazine Street near Jefferson Avenue. And thank you to Hangover Destroyer, the only all-natural product medically proven to prevent a hangover. If you go to the Hangover Destroyer website, it's hdestroyer.com. And you write the words happy hour in the coupon code. Write that down. What have you got in there? Lipstick?
yeah.
Okay. You get 30% off of Hangover Destroyer, and you too can seize the dawn. And here's the world's greatest producer, Graham DePonte. Just walked in the door. Hello, Graham. Okay, so now we've got two things to discuss. Which order should we go in? Why not to have a baby? And what was going to happen to you after you graduated with a degree in history from
Sure.
LSU?
History.
History first.
History
Yeah.
first.
Okay, so what was the plan? You graduated with a degree in history and you went to be a teacher, and then what
Well,
happened?
The plan was around that time, my aunt and uncle decided they wanted me to take over their tax prep business.
Tax preparation business.
Yeah.
Oh, I think
and-
I might need to call you.
Oh, no, I haven't done that in years.
Well, no, I need to talk to you.
You can talk to Mel. You have a question about that? Go ahead. You have a tax problem?
No,
Or-
I have to do my taxes. I haven't finished them yet, so I know
You haven't
we're
finished
on a
them. You
crunch.
know that it's October.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a
Thanks.
Oh, you filed for an extension.
Graham too.
course.
Graham's got the same problem. Hey, we could make some money, Nick.
Oh, yeah, let's do
So,
it.
when are you supposed to have your taxes in? Filing
The
date is February
15th,
of
October
April. Of
15th.
April.
If
Or
you
you can
file for an
defer
extension, you can. The last day is the 15th of October. So, I'm on a time crunch.
Do you owe them a lot of money, or are you going to get a refund?
I haven't even crunched all the numbers.
Because trust
yet.
me, if you get a refund, then it's not a big deal. But if you owe them money, then it's a big
Well,
deal.
because of the nature of both, like how we're paid with music
Right.
and how we're paid with real estate, it's all self-employed. So
Yep.
there's that big tax. They want 25%. So I've got to like figure out all the write-offs and then see. You know,
You can end up by paying no tax, like Donald Trump,
I know.
with all this
He's
write-off
smart,
stuff, right?
right?
Apparently, if you can get away without paying.
He said he's smart.
Well, he's made millions of dollars and paid no taxes. Have you made tons of money?
Not millions, no.
Anywhere approaching $1 million?
No. I wish.
Yeah,
but
me too.
I don't
would change
wish.
it.
I feel like
Really?
money ruins people. So I want to just have like
Stay poor.
just, you know, I like just being able to provide for, you know, food and just the basic things. And I mean, I don't really like to want a ton of things. So it's about downsizing.
Did you
and,
set out to be a pop star or something?
I feel like I'm more set out to be like a band and like, you know, a rock group with a kind of a pop flair to
So was
it.
the plan to get famous? I mean,
No, I mean, I think we just plan to create music together and just take it as far as we can go with it, and then just have fun, and we would like to make a career out of it, even more, like 100%. Where you know,
so you're not selling real estate.
right?
So what's it going to take to do that these days?
Oh gosh, I don't even know. It's like the music business is ridiculous.
Yes.
It's really like I don't know how, unless you're playing shows, and you know we make pretty good money regionally, like for touring and shows, performances. But I guess other than that, I mean, you can't play like this festival every week, you know. So
Right. Hey, how are we going to hear some of your music? Did you bring any with you?
I might have to pull up a YouTube.
Okay, do you have it on your phone?
Yes.
Because we can plug your phone into
Yeah, I'll
Thomas's
pull it up
board here.
when I have a second. I think we got a little sidetracked from
We're
his
on
history.
the history.
I think.
Yeah.
No, now we're tax.
Tax preparation. So,
Tax-
so your uncle and aunt offered
Yes.
you to go into the tax preparation business.
Yes, and I did it for a little while, and things didn't work out. Let's just say. So
You
then
didn't
I
end up in jail or anything.
I did not. No wrongdoing happened. But it wasn't for me. And I jumped out and started bartending. It was about 2012. And then it's weird. Comedy comes in 3 beats. And that's kind of what a lot of things are taught. That's all a lot of things are taught within that realm. And I think over the course of like January through March of 2012, I was introduced to the new movement over and over again.
Which
like
is
once
an
a month.
improv comedy
It's the improv comedy theater that I do stuff over at, and I'm the, at the third beat when I looked at the Gambit article that kind of listed everything that was happening, I started taking sketch class, and it's kind of been onwards and upwards from there. Started doing sketch, took the improv program, and now I'm the producer of Hell Yes Fest, one of the producers of Hell Yes Fest. I'm
All
the
right,
programming
that's a
director.
good story.
Yeah,
That's a success story
Yeah.
for sure. So you're producing Hell Yes Fest, which is an awesome comedy festival.
that's right. Yeah, we're doing October 6th through the 16th. So
So Sarah
11.
Silverman is coming this year.
Yeah.
Did you book her?
Well, we're partnering. We've found every year a way to heighten our festival. And this year, last year, we partnered with this amazing production company called Hook Entertainment, and they're helping us. We're focused on like heightening and constantly bringing in better comedy to the scene. So, because we want comedy in the city to be, it's never going to be as recognized as music, but part of that culture of like live entertainment. So. This year just was a knockout of the park. We got Sarah Silverman, Nick Swartzen, Ben Glebe. The girls on the Girl Code Showcase are doing a show. Bunch of great comics, bunch of great headliners. Plus, we took submissions from all around the country. So we have improv, sketch, and stand-up coming around from all around the nation. So it's going to be great.
That is cool. And I tell you, if
Yeah.
anyone listening to this lives in New Orleans or is coming to New Orleans and hasn't been to the New Movement Theatre, that really is an awesome place. I don't know quite how you do it over there, you guys, but the level of comedy is... do you go there, Megan?
Yes, I went
Isn't
there
that
when it
brilliant?
used to be somewhere else
Here
before
it's
they
on-
got to on St. Claude.
Yeah, another on St. Claude. It used to be
Yeah.
somewhere.
1919 Burgundy and the
Yeah.
Maroney Triangle. Yep.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to it, Rachel?
I haven't.
Very funny. And-
Stevie G
Yep.
he has invited me before, but I haven't had the chance to go yet. We'll have to check it out this
Yeah,
weekend.
please do, yeah.
It'll be cool.
Stevie G. So you're friends with Stevie G
Yeah,
on B97.
yeah. They're
Okay.
Stevie G and Teapot. They're awesome.
Are they?
Yeah,
Are they just as? Are they the same as they are on the radio?
pretty much. Like that is
That's
them
what
to
you
a
get.
T. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And do you know them through music?
through the
Through
radio
band?
station. B97 picked up one of our songs, which is kind of how the Vets got a really good push in New Orleans, and we met them through the station. So
Okay.
they were really great to us for sure. I mean, it's just amazing that stuff like that can even happen where they hear a song, they like it, and then they play it. So I
That's
mean,
how it
it's,
used to be back in the
yeah,
day
I mean,
when
it's pretty much like
there were radio
it's a
stations.
novel idea these days.
It is. It sure is. Well, that's cool. So they've helped your career substantially, I would imagine,
Yeah,
if you get radio play.
Jammer is the program director over there, but Stevie G has told me about these comedy nights,
Right.
and
Yeah, he does stuff with Lene LeBlanc. They do Drunk Tunes. I think he's back doing it with them. So, but yeah, we do shows 6 nights a week. We teach classes in improv and sketch and the festival. That's the big thing right now. That's kind of our main thing. I've already gotten a few texts about like when's our merch coming in? When do we need to pick up some stuff from the printer? It's all coming in like today and tomorrow.
Wow.
So down to the wire, you know.
And it's all on you. You're the producer of it.
Well, it's me. I'm the newest producer. Chris True and Brock Laborde are the two. Yeah, the two original producers of the festival. I was promoted to producer this year. Last year as associate producer, and kind of worked another thing where I worked my way up to kind of the top, I guess we'll say.
So you've had like 3 different careers already.
Yeah, well, all within one.
Tax
man.
preparation.
Tax prep, bartending. Well, we also T&M opened Rosewood, which is its little service bar in the back. I manage that as well. So we have it's kind of more full service now. You don't have to
So
it's not BYOB. You can come in, have a drink, and play some comedy. Yeah.
So you're able
Y'all
to.
make good drinks at that bar.
Thank you.
Yeah, I had some kind of praline thing that Chris made. I said, "Good lord."
Yeah, we were
this
doing
is
this
good.
praline old fashions for a while. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you can combine all your skills now.
I just combine them, you know? That's the
You
way.
can do taxes for the New Movement Theatre as well, and you'll be doing everything.
I'm going to pass on the tax
Yeah.
stuff. You know,
Doesn't
but-
sound too exciting. So that's how you got to be a comedian. So what
That's
do you call yourself a comedian now? And people ask you, what do you do?
Yeah, pretty much. Comedian and programming director and bar manager and producer and teacher and coach.
Do you have time for a social life at all, or is that
No.
it? Not really.
Not really. That's kind of... It's nice because the new movement's community-based, you know, because it's classes and a lot of people, especially with the bar now, we can hang out and that kind of doubles as my social life,
Right.
which is hard sometimes, but it's worth it, you know.
Yeah.
I and a bunch of other committed comedians and people in the scene want to work and get the scene where it needs to be.
Well, don't get anyone pregnant. That would be my advice to you, right,
That's the
Megan?
plan.
Right.
Right. So tell us the story now. What has happened to you since you had a baby that's so dreadful?
Well, I mean, they're fun. He's awesome. But if you want to have a career, it's kind of hard because, well, I was doing a lot of the Alton Sterling stuff, you know, for New York Daily News, and that was great. But
What? Alton Sterling?
yeah, I
Is
was
that like
doing a lot of the
breastfeeding?
coverage. No, the coverage of the man who was killed.
In
He was the guy who was killed.
Yeah.
He was the guy that was killed in Baton
Yeah,
Rouge.
yeah. So I was
Oh,
doing a
so
lot
they
of
hired you
coverage.
to go to Baton Rouge and cover that.
Yeah,
Ah, right.
which was great, but I can't bring a baby, so I
Right.
had to, you know, go find a place to stick him. You know, so that is.
Well, what
kinda
happened to your?
difficult.
Should we go back a step? What happened to your husband?
I I got rid of him.
You got rid of him.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
a nice guy, just not for me.
Well, you'd known each other since high school, as I recall. Though.
Yeah.
So what happened? How did you figure that out later in
I mean,
life?
I don't know. I guess I realized like I wasn't incredibly happy, and I didn't think he was that happy. I found out later he was happier than I thought, but I thought he was miserable like I was.
You know, a lot.
found out later.
A lot of guys that with the situation where the girl decides to end things
Yeah.
are like they thought everything was perfect.
Yeah.
It's like what?
That's true. As a man, I feel happy and perfect all the time.
Yeah.
And I was just like, bro, I thought you were unhappy too. Like, how could you not be unhappy?
But how did you get as far as getting divorced before you had that conversation? Didn't
Oh.
you say one morning over breakfast, you seem unhappy?
Well, so I'm a Taurus and I'm an only child. So I do things all by myself. I think about everything by myself. I plan things by myself. And I said, you know what? I want to divorce him. And so I was just venting on Twitter one day. I was like, oh my God, you know, he's this, he's that, he's this.
Well, he's what? What are you saying on Twitter about your husband?
Well,
We can go. I can look it up right now.
Okay, check it out.
I didn't enjoy the way he smelled. Not that he smelled bad, but I just didn't like the way he smelled. I didn't like the way he dealt with the baby. Not that he was mean or anything, but it's different. You know, we like different things. He liked video games, and I'm totally against video games. I hate them.
Okay.
It's just he likes sound and noise. I don't like sound. I don't like noise.
Okay, but this is stuff that you think you would have found out about someone a long time ago since you went to high school together.
Yeah, well, we only
There's a
went to
pretty
high school. Yeah, we were friends. I mean, he didn't live with me when we were in high school.
Okay, fair enough.
We were just friends. He didn't live with
Okay.
me. So yeah, so I just realized that
Okay.
he's a great guy, just not for me.
But so you're getting on Twitter talking about your husband. I hate my husband because he
and
likes
he
loud
wasn't on
noises.
Twitter. And he
He
wasn't on
wasn't,
there.
so he wasn't able to know how you really
wasn't on
felt
there.
about him because he wasn't on
But
Twitter.
he happened to his mom saw the movie Chef and decided to get on Twitter, and I forgot. And she followed me, and then she was just like, oh, you know, texting him. She said, oh, are you, you know, to the husband, my ex-husband, you know, oh, are you okay? Maybe you should come hang out with me for a while where I live and just, you know, kind of give Megan a break. Because she's been divorced, so she gets it. But then he happened to see, I think I'm happy that it worked out that way, because I think it was the Lord who, you know, made him see.
I wouldn't drag
You
God
know.
into this.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
God is not directing
Yeah,
Twitter.
maybe.
And this is on-
Definitely not.
I mean,
So this is
I
on
really-
Twitter still, right?
yeah.
We're still on Twitter.
Yeah, so I think that the Lord was like, go on Twitter. And he was like, all right, cool. Well, he's not black. He was like, okay. And so he went on Twitter.
Is that how non-black people sound?
Yes.
Okay.
And my,
You can't hear how I sound right now. I sound exactly like that.
Okay.
I'm Nick, and you don't sound like that.
So I can't tell the difference.
But he wasn't like, all right, bruh. He didn't say that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because at first I was like, all right, bruh. But he.
Do you think marrying a white guy was the problem?
Sometimes a little bit, maybe. He's a nice guy.
I'm not saying
but-
he's not nice.
Yeah, it's just
But
there's like just
do you
different
think-
things. Like I went to an HBCU, and I love him. He's a great guy.
HBCUs.
Yeah,
anyone know what
historically
that
black
is?
college or
No.
university.
What?
Historically black college
Oh,
or
you
university.
went to an HBCU.
Indeed.
What is it?
and my little half-white son's gonna go to one too.
Which one did you go to?
Dillard University.
Dillard is HBCU.
Yes.
That is a great. I never heard that term
Oh
before.
yes.
I'm not black enough to know
So,
that.
I'll blacken you, friend.
Okay, all right. Excellent. HBCU,
Yes.
that's interesting.
Somebody list of things to do.
Did you all know what
Black and Grant.
HBCU stood for?
No, I didn't.
Did you know that you
I did.
did? Okay, Nick's kind of a black guy, honorary black guy. All right, HBCU.
Brother Nick.
Okay, so he didn't go to an HBCU
Yeah,
because
it's
he's an
just-
historically white guy.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't
But
expect him to go to an
technically-
HBCU.
But yeah, and so there were just things that were different. I didn't realize. Like we went to a black Greek wedding, like the
Black
black
Greek wedding.
the black Greek, not like Greek like Oppa, but Greek like Alpha Phi Alpha Delta Sigma
oh,
Theta.
I see.
Oh.
Okay, all right.
Okay, I'm like, what?
Gotcha.
All right.
You're
So,
losing.
See, because I thought
Yeah.
that's what you meant, like an
So-
African American and a Greek
That's
person
another-
getting married, but now it's okay.
Oppa, my brother.
Yep,
Nah.
I'm great. Okay.
so this is a fraternity of black
yeah,
men.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there was a sorority of black women. And so he's at the
Okay.
wedding, and it's just, HBCU things, black things. My grandparents were in sororities and fraternities, and parents, so they're just things that you know and you don't do, and things you do, etiquette and such. And so they're doing the hymn, and he yawns.
That
Oh,
would be.
I didn't know that either.
That's probably bad to yawn during a hymn.
Oh,
in
it's
general.
awful. It's a real dramatic. Stop that. Damn it. Stop.
So that's one of those things you've remembered.
Yeah, and I'm
You
a
went-
Taurus. I remember
that's
everything.
a black mark right there.
Divorce.
Yawn during,
Yeah, kind of.
yawn
Kinda,
during the hymn.
That was the key that opened the door to divorce.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, you can't. No. My grandmother's rolling in her grave. You will not yawn during her soror's hymn. No, sir. Just
But you could equally say, "Oh, what an adorable guy! He's so cute. He doesn't know. He doesn't know anything."
He's so dumb. He doesn't know
Yeah.
anything.
nah. He's a nice guy.
Okay.
Just not
So
for
this
me.
was a contributing factor. This.
Yeah, we're just
Not
raised
black
differently.
enough, right.
Yeah, that he's not black, and
But there are
it's
plenty
just-
of mixed race couples that it's working great, I suppose.
There
I-
are.
Stevie
I-
G and Teapot.
That's true.
Stevie G and Teapot
But
right
I
there.
don't know if
Kanye
Teapot went to
and
school
Kim?
too.
I think UNO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I
Maybe,
don't know which one
but-
went to high school either, because I went to Franklin for 2 years. I went to 35.
Is that why your kid's called Franklin?
Yeah,
Because named after your high school?
yeah.
That's cute.
That's cute, right? Yeah.
Like you didn't go to Lusher or something.
right.
That
Rob Wayne.
Okay.
God.
So how long were you married for?
November 2012 until like January-ish. January 2016.
Like, this is pretty recent
This
then.
year.
Yeah.
Oh, that's current events.
Yeah, current
Oh
events.
my God. Well, how are you feeling about it?
Awesome.
Awesome. Oh, that's good.
Are you dating again?
Oh, am I? Oh, remember when I first met
Yes.
you, Grant?
Oh my God.
And I talked about my
Yes.
my friends.
The hoes.
Yeah.
You got a good dating history.
I do. And
You'd
I am
be
back,
a great
honey.
date. You're back. Okay. You
I'm
would
back
be
on
a
the
great
scene,
person to go on a
child.
date with. I already bought you a drink today.
I know.
Well, not me. Graham really. The show bought you a drink.
Hey.
So
Yeah, I'm back
So
on the
I'm
scene.
in. I'm already in.
Exactly. I'm back on the scene. It is
Okay.
wonderful.
Is it really fun to
I
be
got a
dating?
little dude stays down the street. I might text him when I'm done and
A
say
li-
hello.
a little dude.
A little dude.
How little is he?
He's about my height.
Okay, that's pretty short.
Oh no, wait, not
You
my
are-
height. Not my height. Oh God, no. He's about a head taller than me.
Okay,
But
well
you're
that's
sitting
like
down,
an average.
so we didn't know if you meant.
Well, Megan's short. She's 5 foot or 5'2", depending on who you talk
Yeah,
to.
we're not sure
She's
yet.
cutely short.
That's yet to
When
be
I- when I- how
determined.
to- someone's got to get a tape measure before we can actually know how tall
Yeah.
she really is. But okay, so when you say little dude, you have just some guy standing by to have sex with. We're talking
No.
about. This is a real relationship.
No, it's
Well,
not
she
that
does
either.
have
What?
a son that she's got to look out for, so
Yeah.
you're not just running
Yeah.
wide crazy.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah, it's just a lot of dates. Like,
I wouldn't say that.
Wink,
yeah.
wink.
wink. I mean, I'm not out there too much. I just go on a few dates here and there.
Yeah, okay, but
I'm
what
not
is the
gonna-
little dude down the street? What's the deal with that?
I
What
mean,
does that
I
mean?
don't know though. I don't really know.
I think that's a gentleman that she has taken on a date before.
Yeah, he's.
I
taking-
assumed it was some guy you have
You're
sex
right.
with when you feel like it.
No. We're friends, and we've
Okay.
gone on dates and such. And yeah, I've slept with him. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know how it's. How
Of
it's
course, like
Yeah.
a duh. Yeah.
Well, that's kind of a given.
Yeah, 'cause
Right.
I don't know if it's. I don't know if it's. How.
How many
it's gonna
guys
be,
are you
though.
dating at the same time?
Well, back in oh goodness dear, back in
On
my
the
in my
spot.
heyday, 2007. How old was I?
This is probably where we had that.
Yeah, let me see. 2007.
What was after that?
I was like 22, 23-ish, so somewhere between 22 and 25. My max was 10 at once, but I wasn't sleeping with any of them. back then.
Wait, so
I was just dating him.
wait, so
And I've seen him.
Well, what's the definition of
so
dating? That's-
you knew your husband, your ex, since high school, but you weren't with him.
Yeah.
since- okay.
We started
okay.
dating in like 2010, tequila fueled. It was like he was like, "Oh, I like you for a long time," and I was like, "Okay."
He was
because
Chinese as well.
he
I
was-
like you.
I like
I
you
like
long
you long
time.
I like you.
Yeah, he was like, "I like you long time," and I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, that's nice." So and
So-
at the time, there was this guy I liked, and he wasn't really checking for me. And so everybody at the time, I was like 25, and everybody was getting married and all this stuff. And I was like, well, shoot, let me go ahead and just see what happens. And then it just kept happening. And I was like, well, I might as well stay with him.
Yeah,
That's
I
what you
guess I'll
do.
marry you.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
this is a common story.
We'll see what
Everybody
happens.
was getting. You were talking about peer pressure before,
Yeah.
Rachel. This is the kind of thing. Everybody was getting married.
Yeah, and I
That
was like, well, if I
plays
don't
into
do it
your-
now.
That's right.
I was like, if I don't do it now, everybody's getting taken. I didn't know. Nobody was there to tell me, Megan, bruh, chill. Because when you turn 30, everybody's going to be getting divorced. Nobody told me that. Had I known that, I would have just chilled.
You know
See, that's
what?
what I'm waiting on. I
Round
just
two.
watched a bunch of people get married, and divorce age is coming right around the
Exactly.
corner.
How old are you now?
28. I'm about to be
Oh,
29.
when you turn 30,
Yep.
everybody's going to be divorced. Wait till you turn 30, my friend. It's going to be wonderful.
Yep. Can't wait.
Yes.
It's what I'm looking
all
forward
those-
to.
it's
All
a
those
whole new
broken relationships that you can just swoop right in there. I mean,
Swoop in.
Be like, hey, girl, I'm Nick. Remember me?
Have you been married,
Hello.
Rachel? You haven't
yeah.
been married,
Hello.
or have you?
I am currently.
You're
yeah.
currently married.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you just had a whole.
I don't really talk about it much.
Are you wearing a wedding ring? No.
I lost it.
Oh my God.
You
That
took
can't.
it off at the club.
No, I don't know how. I think I accidentally knocked it in the garbage can off my bathroom counter. Is what happened.
Are you in therapy or do you have a shrink? Because
No,
I would love to be your
I-
psychologist and figure that one out. I accidentally knocked my wedding ring in the
No,
garbage
I
can.
think it was like the middle of the night. I got up to use the restroom, wash my hands, and I don't know if I just created this in my head, but I think like I heard something fall, and I kind of looked, but I was like, oh, it was so late, like whatever, like let it throw away.
Right.
And I think it was the ring. So I
Wow.
haven't had one for a couple years. So
How long have you been married for?
2011 January.
Oh wow.
So around
It's a bit hard to do the math. What is that? Almost 6 years.
5,
Almost 6
yeah.
years. So have you noticed without the ring anybody treats you different?
No.
Not at
No.
all. No more guys are hitting on you or anything.
No more or less.
No
yeah.
more or less.
Yeah.
So the wedding ring doesn't deter guys from hitting on you normally.
No.
That's interesting in itself, isn't it?
That's very interesting.
Really?
I thought that was the main reason for wearing the wedding ring.
Really? I don't know.
Is that
I mean,
I think I noticed a difference.
really?
Yeah.
You did?
So you notice if a guy's wearing a wedding ring, like
Oh.
immediately?
Oh, honey, do I?
I see I
Graham's,
see a couple of head
Graham's
shakes.
agreeing in the
I
background
talk
here.
to everybody in this place,
Who's
male
go-
and female, who's got a ring.
Really? You check them out as soon as you walk in, Graham?
As soon as I walk.
Oh,
Know who's
wow.
wearing- okay.
See, I don't care about that kind of stuff. I guess. I mean, we're very secure in our relationship.
Right.
and,
You're not going to be messing around with anybody else.
Right. No.
Okay.
No.
And
So-
I'm just oblivious to every social setting, so that's probably my problem.
I might be the same way. Yeah. Yeah.
Is that good?
Oh, it's
It's blissfully ignorant.
fine, yeah.
Yeah. It's awesome. Yeah.
So you can't tell if someone's interested in you. Is that what you're saying?
no,
You'd have no
nothing.
idea.
I just kind of just float along until something happens.
And what could happen?
Anything. It's the best part.
I guess if you're working in a comedy club and you're behind the bar, there's a wide range of options. If you're hanging out at my house, there's not too many options could happen to you.
Yep.
If you're oblivious to everything.
It's all about putting yourself in those kind of situations, bartending at a comedy club.
Do you get lucky with like single women frequently?
No,
That was
not
quick.
at all. Well, it's
Not
not,
at
that.
all.
It's really, what we talked about earlier. Like I said, I have no time for a social life.
Yeah,
Even
but
when there
you're
is
at
a
work
thing-
and there's
Yeah.
somebody left sitting at the bar and then you go home with them. Is that not what happens?
This is not what happens. Because typically it's someone who's a member of the community at the theater, and that's actually a hard rule I have. I don't date anyone that's involved with the new movement.
Right.
It's just smart business for me.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a good idea.
We'll try to say, hey, can you get me this slot? I'll do you a favor. Wink, wink.
Oh, yes, that's a good question. It's the casting couch
Yeah.
method.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
And is your husband in the music business or the real estate business either?
Music, yeah.
He is. What does he
He's
do?
he's a musician. He's a touring studio guitarist. So
Is it one of the Batiste brothers?
no, it is not.
Do we know him? What band is he in?
He's not. He's actually from Texas. So I met him in at a show in Texas, and our bands were performing together. And he was like, "Oh, he's like, I'm gonna take you to dinner someday." And I'm just like, "Okay,
Okay.
sure, buddy." Like
Please.
that's like I was like, "Okay."
Good line to remember.
So-
Apparently it worked.
So he eventually he flew to New Orleans to actually take me to dinner, and then he left. He flew home. Yeah.
Wow.
So
Megan's impressed with that right off.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love dinner.
Is he
and I was like,
num
well,
num?
Num num yum yum.
Yeah.
Is he a
Dinner,
country
num,
music?
num.
Is he a country
no,
musician?
I mean he can play everything, but he primarily does rock and like rock and whatever else it's called, other things.
Other types of music.
Yeah, like he can do
Classical.
country, he can do slide and lap
Rockabilly.
steel
All
and
right.
blues.
Okay. So how do we?
Blues, yeah.
What's his name? Are we allowed to know it?
We don't. I mean,
We don't
like
use
I
his
don't
name.
like we don't really
Vet.
post
Mr.
like.
Vet.
We don't speak his name.
Yeah, we can just call him Mr. Vet for now. But we don't really like post like call
Stuff
it pictures of
together.
ourselves like all
Okay,
the
so-
time. We're not one of those like super Instagrammy couples.
So we're not allowed to know your real name or his real name, your husband's real name. What? Why is that though? Because you.
I've got issues
'Cause you're-
all over the place.
'cause
I've
you-
just got issues.
You threw your wedding ring away in a garbage can in the middle of the night. Do most people wash their hands after they go to the bathroom in the middle of the night?
I'm a lady.
I wash my hands after going to the bathroom in the middle
In the middle of the night? In your house by yourself?
She's
Megan,
nodding her head.
do you?
Yes.
Graham does?
Honestly,
Of
no,
course.
I don't.
You
I live alone,
I don't know if I
and
do.
no one would notice, and I still do it.
I don't think I
should,
do either.
don't, though.
Do you, Grayson? Grayson washes his hands.
I'm just terrible.
Okay, so a random sample around here is most people wash their hands.
Well, then
after
you
they
and I
go
are
to the
just
bathroom.
gross.
So it's just you and me.
Yeah.
Okay.
At night, I'm
and
by
maybe a little
myself.
guy down the street.
Yeah. Well, if there's a man in my home or some person in
Yeah,
my home,
then
then
I
I'm gonna
might.
do it. Yeah.
Yeah, then I
When
might.
I was married, I washed my hands every time
You
because
did?
I don't want to look like
Every
some
time.
kind of like
your
I was raised
husband's
by
a-
wolves.
But he's, but your husband's asleep.
Yeah, but just in case he heard.
It's interesting. I've never thought about that before, but when you said it, it did strike a chord. I would be surprised if most people did. I don't think I do. I don't get up and go to the bathroom in the middle of the night that often, though.
Oh.
Well, then there
Do
you
you-
go.
Me neither.
that-
Not a ton.
But just the
Yeah.
one time.
It's
that
just a
you'll-
habit. I mean,
just the
it's
lost
not
your
like, oh,
wedding
let me
ring.
think about it.
So what are you going to do about the wedding ring? Are you guys going to get remarried and buy a new wedding ring for you? Or what?
I mean,
You got a fly on me. by the way.
it's in the plans. I mean, it's a big expense. So like,
Is it?
yeah.
A wedding ring.
No. I never got a band. I just always
you
I
have?
had like like the engagement ring, and I was like, oh, I don't want a
Oh,
band.
you never had a wedding ring.
I just had the engagement ring like with the diamond and stuff.
I know what an engagement ring is. You never had a wedding ring.
No.
Right.
I can get one.
Okay.
I mean, of course I can get one. Like, oh, let me just go buy one for
Well, that's
like
interesting.
$5.
Did you get married
Yeah.
in a real service in a church or anything? 'Cause how did you get away with not having a ring put on your finger?
No. I used the
engagement ring.
engagement. Yeah.
Okay, that's just weird,
Okay.
isn't it? Honestly, Megan,
it's all right.
as the only married woman or ex-married woman, most people, the whole thing is the ring.
I know.
That's
I'm
the
just
wedding
like-
service.
I am like
That's-
the most frustrating person to probably be around. So it's just one of my things. I don't know.
It's quirky. I mean, most women, I would think, in the world, and now men too, expect the wedding ceremony to culminate with the putting on the ring on your finger, and that symbolizes
What did he do?
eternity.
What did he do? Because like with the woman, they'll stick the ring. I know you could use your engagement ring, but
Yeah,
what did,
just that.
What did he do?
We just use that. And
No, what did he
Oh,
do?
he has a ring.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So he has one. Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
All right. Would you get married again, Megan?
hell yeah.
Hell
boy.
yeah, all right.
Hell yeah.
Anytime soon?
Well, we have to ask my hoes. No.
We'll check with the
No,
host. How are we
nah.
going to hear some music from the vets? I guess we're not going to today, really. We're running out of time.
Maybe I'll come back.
Okay. Do you have anything that we could put on, though, like on your phone? So we can at least hear what we're talking about. Don't you think that would be a good idea?
Yeah, I
Megan?
want to
Yeah.
hear. I'm
Yeah.
curious now.
I'll pull up
While you're doing that, so Nick, the deal with Hell Yes Fest is there's all these shows all over town. Right?
All over
There's
town, yeah.
incredible comedians locally and
Local, national,
from
yeah.
across the country.
Yes.
And so to get a ticket, how would you do that? You go to hellyesfest.com.
HellYesFest.com. We have tickets to all the headliners. Plus, you could either buy tickets at the door for most of the smaller shows, or we have a pass this year called the St. Claude Pass, which every venue, and most of our small venues are on St. Claude. Every venue that has a show, you buy the pass for $50. It's 40 plus shows.
Wow.
For just
Wow,
$50.
that's great.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's a very worthwhile thing
Yes.
to do, actually, if you got $50 to start with.
Right, and that's what we
'Cause
want to do
all
too.
the-
We want to make it as affordable and
Right.
accessible as possible. You know,
I've
so-
done that before. One other year, I wandered in and out of those places on St. Claude. And you just, it's almost hard to believe how cool it is, what the standard and the quality of the comedy is.
Yeah.
It's so many great people here.
What's great about the
It's like Jazz Fest.
Well, the scene in New Orleans, it's great now. It's that people aren't being exported out to bigger cities. I mean, it still happens, but it's happening less frequently, and more people are working hard. I mean, new movement and non-new movement, but I mean, I more know what's going on in the theater, but we're all working hard to produce more quality over quantity, and it's just been great.
Is it
Yeah.
like the 5th year for,
This is
for the fest?
The official, I believe, fifth or sixth. It was in Austin too, so the numbers
Oh,
always
yeah.
muddled.
Alright.
So, but yeah, 5th year.
Nice.
Yeah.
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 Okay, so that's awesome. So Hell Yes Fest is, what dates is it? November the...
October 6th through the 16th.
October the 6th.
Starts tomorrow.
Wow.
Are you kidding?
and you
I
out
thought
here
it
with
was
us.
in November.
Like a Nick.
It's tomorrow.
It used to be November, but they moved it to
Jesus
October.
Christ. Oh, well, I
Yeah, yeah.
sort of missed that. Okay. So if you're listening to this is 2016.
Yes.
It starts tomorrow. I can't
Tomorrow.
believe you're sitting here.
Yeah,
Aren't
well-
you freaking out?
Oh, I'm pretty good. at
Everything's done.
I mean, on the inside, I'm a mess, but I'm pretty good looking.
You look
cool
great.
and composed on the
yeah,
outside.
you look
so-
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We would never know.
Yeah.
Okay, so Hell Yes Fest is on right now,
Yeah.
basically.
Tomorrow,
Check it
yeah.
out. It's on St. Claude Avenue, and you can find out more about it at hellyesfest.com. And let's take a listen to what from the Vets?
Oh, a song called "Give 'Em What They Want." It's the song that my mom's calling.
Who's calling? Do you want to
Oh,
talk
can we
to her
answer?
before?
Can we talk to
Yeah.
your mom?
Put it on speakerphone and we can talk to her.
She wants to go to our Gretna Fest show on Saturday.
Well, who doesn't?
And she wants to come. She wants to ride with me.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, you're on the radio. You.
Do you want- Well, listen to that
Well,
voice.
you called me during a podcast interview I'm doing, so
Okay.
what
I
they
just
want
wanted
to
to
know
tell
what
you-
you wanted.
No, I just wanted to tell you the T-shirt's gorgeous. Okay.
Oh, okay, good.
I got
Glad you liked it. All right,
I love it. Bye-bye.
bye.
You bought Mom a T-shirt?
No, we designed some new shirts, some new Vets clothes that we're gonna have for this weekend. So
Mom approved. Where are you playing this weekend?
we're playing at the Gretna Fest on.
Oh, that's this weekend too.
yeah.
The same as the Hell Yes Fest.
we're
Man, this
we're
is gonna
going
be a
we're
great
going head to
weekend.
head.
Head.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we're at 3:00. I don't know what time you
Oh,
guys.
the shows start 6 on.
All right, well, you
except
can
for
catch-
next Saturday, there's one at 4:20. So.
Huh.
Well, you
420,
can
that's
catch
it.
us.
Ah, I
you
see.
can catch comedy all weekend,
Yep.
Yeah.
all week.
All week.
Vets is spelled Vettes, in case you're wondering about that. Okay, what's the song called again?
It's called "Give 'Em What They Want."
Okay, hit it. How do we hear that?
You won't forget me.
And this is you singing?
That's me.
Are you playing anything as well?
Not for this song, no.
What a slap in the face. Say, just give 'em what they want. I'll die for you, and I won't come back. Say, just give 'em what they want. Ride this wave, and I won't come back.
Hey, that's it. Give them what they want from the Vets. VETTES.
That's it.
I like it.
Thank you. Yeah.
So you're still playing the same kind of sound, that same 80s?
Yeah, I mean,
crunchy rock
I
sound?
can't. It's something I can't not do. It's just like one of my favorite times in music.
Right.
Before I could even remember or know what was even going on. But
Right.
when I got a little older enough to be able to discover your own music, and that's just kind of what I gravitated to.
So everything you do ends up sounding like that style.
Vetsy, we call it sounds
Vetsy.
Vetsy.
Sounds
yeah.
Vetsy. It's got
Sounds real Betsy.
What are you liking it to? Like Duran Duran or?
That's a big influence. Once we started, like I hadn't really known too much about Blondie, but there was
that's a good
there
point.
was I have blonde hair for those of you who are listening and not watching.
I can confirm it's blonde.
So at least it looks blonde. Yeah. But I got an obvious comparison because of the hair
Right.
and like the singer with the synth band. So it kind of made me like, oh, let me check out Blondie a little bit. So obviously they're great, and it was definitely a huge compliment to be compared
Yeah,
to Blondie.
absolutely.
I mean,
I usually compare Megan to Blondie, but not today.
Not today.
Okay, you guys, we're going to have to get the hell out of here.
oh well, thanks for having
It's all
me.
over.
Yeah.
It's another hour.
fun.
Another hour's gone by. Megan, where can we find some writing of yours? We used to find you at Nolva.com, and then you were obviously
Yeah.
in Gambit, I think before that even.
Yeah,
So where do we find your stuff now?
I would say Google me, but a lot of people at LSU got mad at me. All the campus tiger droppings people got mad at me because I wrote about cops for work. So,
Well,
yeah.
that was in the
Yeah.
in the news.
So I would just Google.
Just Google Megan, Braden,
I
Perry.
would just Google Megan Braden Perry, Media Bistro, because that's where all my stuff is on Media Bistro.
What, do you have an actual, like, we could link
I
to something?
used to, but something or another happened with my website, and I was like, you know what? Never mind.
Okay, so if I want to put a link on our website, it's neworleans.com to your...
Yeah. Well, if you want to put a link, you can just put
Or
facebook.com/
just-
Megan Braden Perry,
so we just
which
put
is
a
my,
link to
my
your
old
Facebook
journalist
page.
site. Yeah.
Okay.
Which is my journalist site. It's a different one than that.
Okay, so it's
Or Instagram, actually, is pretty accurate. 'Cause-
Instagram's the best way to
yeah,
find you.
Yeah, probably Instagram.
What do you
yeah.
call it on Instagram?
Megan Does Nola.
Oh, that's right. And that's also your Twitter handle, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll put a link to that on our site
Cool,
so
thank
people can
you.
find you. And Nick, we can find you at the New Movement Theatre and
New
Hell
Movement
Year's
Theater.
Fest.
Yeah, I'm doing a show tomorrow night, 10 o'clock. Also, after the festival, I do the Megaphone show every Saturday at 10:30. So
Okay. Are you on the Megaphone show every week?
every week.
Well, that's a great show, too.
Yeah, it's fun.
That's really fun. It's 10:30
10:30
at the
Saturdays.
New Movement Theatre
Yeah.
on St. Claude Avenue. I tell you what, you can just about go to... You know, that New Movement is like Tips used to be. You used to be able to go to Tipitina's and you didn't know who was playing, but there'd be somebody great.
Right.
Didn't matter who it was, and if you didn't feel like paying to get in, you could listen on the street.
That's what we
the
want.
New Movement Theatre is kind of like that. Just show up there, and you can have a drink at the bar, and I would almost guarantee you somebody good is going to be playing there. And put money on it, Rachel.
At where?
Are they your real eye? Is that your real eye color?
It is.
It's great color of your
Thanks.
eyes. I just don't know why it took me an hour to figure that out. Have you noticed that before?
I have.
Beautiful. What color is that?
Aw.
Green.
I
Put
call
them
it
on.
green.
I call it green,
I call
okay.
it green. Yeah.
I would say green.
I call it green. That could be a good name for our show
beautiful.
today. Okay, guys, we're out of here. Thank you so much for joining us. Rachel Vett, not a real name from the Vets. Nick Napolitano, that is his real name from the New Movement Theatre. And Megan Braden Perry from Megan Braden Perry. Megan Does Nola. And good luck at school with Beowulf.
Thank you.
Hopefully you can get that Beowulf thing written after you
I
finish
hope
another one of those
so.
drinks.
I'll let you know if
Yeah.
I can find that paper.
Thank you, bro.
Well,
I
that would be
appreciate it.
awesome. Now, that's what we're here for. Our show is produced today by Graham DePonte. Christian Under is our music director. Thomas Walsh. Wow, Thomas Walsh. I don't think that's it. I think it's Thomas Walsh is our technical director. Our live feed directors are Asher Griffith and Grayson Jernigan. Our theme music was written by and is currently being played by Mitch Foreman. If you'd like to be on our show and you can stay upright for approximately 60 minutes, drop us a line. Our address is on our website. It's neworleans.com, where you can check out many other hours of happy hour, as well as some other shows we make here. Out to Lunch with Peter Raschuti live from Commander's Palace. True to the Game with the very funny Chris True from the New Movement Theatre. That is a funny show. Midnight Menu Plus One with Margot Moss and the Man Who Ate New Orleans. Ray Canada. Louisiana Eats with Poppy Tucker. Milo's Music Parlor with Kim Vu, the podcast about death, which is called Death, the Podcast, with psychologist Dr. Arian Alfant. Questions from the Waiting Room with psychiatrist Nick Pajic. And Psych Ward with the inimitable Dr. Ross Shields. who is neither a doctor, but he is inimitable. You can find other great Louisiana podcasts as well at itsacadiana.com and itsbatonrouge.la. You can keep up with us on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and a bunch of other time-sucking social media as well. And all of it we're called It's New Orleans. You can find photos from this show on itsneworleans.com and on our Facebook page. These photos are taken today by Alison Moon. If you're looking for Andrew Duhon, he's not here today, but I think he'll be back next week. And I believe next week is our big senatorial debate here on Happy Hour. You can meet all the Senate candidates right here on Happy Hour around the table having a cocktail. That's going to be pretty interesting. If you're listening to this show on your podcast app, thank you for subscribing to us. Take a moment, if you can, to stop and rate and review us. That helps other people find us. Our show is recorded live today at Wayfair on Ferret Street in Uptown New Orleans. Happy Hour is a production of I Know Broadcasting for itsneworleans.com. For Andrew Duhon, who's going to be back here next week. If you want to find him in the meantime, go to andrewduhon.com. He's on tour somewhere in America. And Graham DePonte, everyone around the table here at Wayfair, back at our office at I Know Broadcasting. I'm Grant Morris. Thanks for joining us. I'll see you back here next week on Happy Hour.
Hay muchas maneras de enviar dinero a casa, y todas las empresas me prometen buenos tipos de cambio y transferencias seguras. Puede ser abrumador. Comencé a utilizar Remitly porque puedo seguir mi dinero en cada paso, lo que me permite saber exactamente cuándo mi mamá recibirá su dinero. Y con su extensa red de pagos, mi mamá puede recibir su dinero de una manera más conveniente y segura para ella. Ve a remitly.com o descarga su aplicación para comenzar. Remitly Inc. es un medio para transferir dinero autorizado por los estados de Nueva York, California, Massachusetts y otros estados.